Hi, this is Jim from Vaudevisuals. I'm here with Leah and Emily, who are performing in the Puppet Slam coming up on Friday. And it's going to be a great adventure because there are quite a few puppeteers performing in the show, and theirs is one of the pieces that is being done Friday. Yeah. So tell us about your piece. You have a collaboration between the two of you, and you just tell us about it.
Well, the piece is called I Would Never Brag. It's about a 7-minute excerpt from a longer piece that is in progress, and um, ideally it's gonna be like an outdoor installation with like little vignette performances because it's based off of a really big painting with a lot going on and all these different characters. And so in the final version, it would be like kind of a weird, wacky, Hieronymus Bosch-esque garden of giant creatures, life size. And then, like, one by one, the puppets would kind of come alive and have dialogues with each other. So, this is a dialogue between the Grim Reaper and a fragmented body, and then after that a conversation between the Grim Reaper and the corpse of my dead dog.
Oh, and so how long did you have your dog for?
My dog died in November, and she was 14 years old, I think.
And what kind of dog was she?
She was a mutt.
Oh, cool. Well, dogs are very important to me, so that's why I asked the question. So how does the collaboration work between the two of you regarding this particular excerpt? Just what is the input from the two of you? Do you sit down and talk about what part she's going to play in the piece, or does she have a specific role that she does in the show?
Yeah, so pretty much Leah came to me with this idea and a script. And the first iteration that we did was us saying the dialogue with each other. We did this on Governor's Island outside with like a lot of kids, so that was really fun. Um, and then when we revisited it, I kind of wanted to do a more, like, I want to say intense way of moving the puppets and puppeteering them. So it used to be just two people, and now it's three of us, and we're gonna stack each body part on each other. So there's a head with a beak, a torso, and legs. So I'm the legs. Um, so I'm on the bottom, and then we have Mac, my friend Mac, in the middle, and then my other friend Mac on her shoulders. So we're stacking the body on top of each other. Um, and I wanted to do more of like a choreographic dance rather than just, miming with the puppets. So we started looking at a lot of Pilobolus videos. They're like a dance company that does a lot of lifts and shapes. And I was really inspired by them. Um, yeah, and then Leah sent me an audio file. So now all of the script is recorded. So we're also able to do a lot more and move around. Yeah, and then I made a dance to the script
Oh,
with the
nice,
puppet.
nice. So let me understand. So there's three people in one puppet.
Well, it's
Pretty
like
much,
three
yes.
different. There's a mask, which is one part, one person. Then there's the disassembled. There's like the torso, which is puppeteered by another person, and then there are the legs, which is puppeteered by a third person.
Oh, oh. Are they all stacked on top of each other, or are they separate?
They at some point they're all stacked on top, but they also can move all apart
Oh,
from each other.
oh, cool. And the text is recorded, pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. So how does your kind of education and alternate disciplines that you have? I notice you like have other things that you do besides puppetry. How do those things integrate into your work as a puppeter?
I think it's really it makes it even more fun, I think. Kind of widens what you can do. like Leah is an incredible fine artist and painter, and I went to school for dance and choreography, so I think it's able to like open our imagination to like what we can do. It's like, you know, if I didn't know how to do like a bridge or a back handspring, we couldn't make the puppet move like that. You
Right.
know what I mean? So
For
now
sure.
this puppet has kind of transformed from like a puppet that can move like this to a puppet that can like turn around on its head and be lifted up really high, and now it can fly because we can do these lifts together, which is really fun. Yeah.
So when you say backspring, it sounds like there's some acrobatics in the puppetry.
Yeah, light
Light
acrobatics.
acrobatics, okay.
We don't want to. No one's gonna destroy the puppets, but yeah, we got some acrobatics going on for sure.
Nice. So in terms of this excerpt being part of a larger work, how do you see the larger work happening, and do you have a destination or a venue that you're interested in performing the larger work in down the road?
I don't have a venue in mind. Can I just add something to the last?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Um, I also want to say about the other disciplines is that a lot of this work is like very cardboardy, like paper mache, kind of like child-esque aesthetic, which is different than some of the other work that we've done, which is like more kind of fine art, oil painting. And so I think a lot of the time I like to merge the fine art and like even I work as an art teacher, so like childish education-y stuff, and then also with Emily's dance. Yeah.
Nice. So would you
But
would you call the paper mache work like primitive in its
yeah, I
nature?
think that this piece is kind of, yeah, like more of a primitive aesthetic, which is kind of like I want to address really kind of intense, kind of psychological and dark themes. So that's why it's really exciting to have something that's more like whimsical, because I feel like I, yeah.
In terms of what you want the audience to take away from this particular excerpt of your show, and if you were saying like I want to have the audience walk away with a certain feeling or emotion or kind of revelation intellectually, what would it be that you wanted this piece to convey to them?
Well, I think a lot about like ambivalence in my work and like, yeah, emotional ambivalence, feeling multiple things at the same time. Like, what is this? I think that this piece kind of is about like shame and pride and like what is taboo, like what should you be ashamed of and what should you be proud of, and like the idea of specialness, what makes you special or what makes you worthless. Um,
Mm.
and then kind of it's it's framed in this kind of silly, goofy way. So I guess something that I would want people to take away is like it's it doesn't have to be that we can have all of these complicated and dark feelings, but you don't have to like they can be fun and silly and not scary.
Mm. Yeah,
Things can be weird without being scary.
nice. That's nice. And now, in terms of like the puppetry, like as a vocabulary, like why would you pick puppetry to communicate these emotions as opposed to say regular acting? Would you say that the puppetry genre has more capability of being humorous and playful than regular acting?
I think it's less about the puppetry being like humorous and more that like I really believe in like that the vehicle for telling the stories that I want to tell is like world building and immersive fantastical worlds. And to me, like the only way that I could create something so accurate to the immersive fantastical world that I'm picturing in my head is through kind of like live living artwork. So so I want to create immersive worlds.
Nice. That's great. Yeah, I mean, puppetry does lend itself to that in so many different ways. The immersive and fantastical. I mean, there's so many different kinds of puppetry that communicate those ideas, you know. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, if you had something to say to a young aspiring puppeteer as who were first starting out, what would your advice be to them?
I think I would say to like really be like true to yourself and what you want to say, and to narrow in on, I don't know, what would you say, Emily?
I'm just like, just do it. I feel like the puppet community is like super accepting and is always willing to suspend their disbelief and like jump right in and just do it and have fun. I'm like, I don't know, it's just, it does like tap into your like childhood experience, so I think tapping into that is kind of good for like any adult to just like be free and tap into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, the general public doesn't see puppetry as an adult performing arts genre. I mean, they basically think it as a child kind of, you know, a puppetry hand puppets thing, you know. But more and more, I mean, even I, who've been around for 100 years, experience it in a much more adult way now. It's becoming really a venue for communicating so many important ideas and ideals and fantasies. And I mean, I've just seen so many brilliant puppet shows lately, and photographed so many different wonderful people doing so many great things, that it really is a new opportunity for artists to communicate their ideas in a way that I would say before the last 2 or 3 decades wasn't really directed towards adults that much, you know?
Yeah, I guess also I don't really like, I found myself in the puppetry world, but I guess I think of my work more as like it comes from fine art. So I think that the work that we do together, I kind of think as like a fusion of fine art and dance and performance art. And I've learned a lot from puppeteers about object movement, and so I think it fits well in this world. Um, but I think more of like puppeteering as a skill and a technique that is used in like wider performance art that we make.
Nice, nice. And so if you have anything else you want to say about your piece before we say goodbye.
Emily.
I'm like, I don't know. I think it's funny. It's a comedy, which I feel like we just came off a show that was super intense and psychological and like pretty and very aesthetically driven.
Delicate, yeah.
Yeah, and this one we get to laugh and have fun, and I think it helps. Like, it starts as an access point into the darker themes, because you get to relax and laugh, and then you get to think, but then you get to laugh again. You get to think, and
it's very important. Laughing is very important. so the seriousness of the eventual piece will have more serious aspects to it, but this is one part of it that's more humorous.
I think that the whole thing is gonna be in this like silly circusy tone, but the meaning in all of the conversations and all of the characters.
I just got disconnected. Darker. Oh, there we go. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's still. Oh, the meeting ended. The meeting ended. Oh, it says we'll end soon. So let's just wrap it up. Thank you, Leah, and thank you, Emily. I appreciate your time.
You,
and I will see you on Friday. I'll be photographing your show, and I look forward to it. It sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
Keep up the hard work. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.